It's the final countdown. For copyright reasons, I can't play the song by the band Europe, but regardless, we're in the final hours until the release of 1.4 for mobile. There's been a lot of buzz since the release date announcement, obviously, but also a few comments from the developers. Cyborg wrote, Line 4s, what time will you estimate for mobile 1.4? AM, PM, early or late in AM, PM? And Line 4s did respond to this on Discord. He wrote, I'm not sure the exact time, but I just delayed it by 3 hours for pinging me randomly to ask the release time. He's kidding, I think. Anyway, a lot of people are curious about the exact timing of the release, and frankly, I'm not sure that they're going to tell us that. There was a lot of activity on Twitter too, funnily enough. The Terraria official Twitter account wrote, Mobile Terrarians, Queen Slime will see you soon. Mobile phone 1.4 launches tomorrow. And they did share this screenshot along with that message. Hard to believe, isn't it? We're going to have to learn some new tricks for these 1.4 bosses. It never ceases to amaze me just how much is going on in these mobile screenshots. There's honestly very little compromise from the PC version. It's very impressive what they've done. FoxyX asked a question on Twitter that seems to be on the mind of most console players at the moment. They asked, any news about 1.4 on console? Yeah, fair question. And the official Twitter account for Terraria did respond to that with, console update is in the works. Stay tuned for details on when you can expect it. So we don't know yet, but they say stay tuned, so it's obviously something that they know is bugging a lot of console players for obvious reasons. And there was another comment by the official Twitter account for Terraria where they did link to the September State of the Game post, but I'd imagine many, if not most of you, have already reviewed that. But the good news is we are nearing the end of the month, so I have to think that they'll have some news for console users in just a few days' time in the impending October State of the Game news update. Fabius OW wrote, out of curiosity, will it have the 1.4.1 changes too, or will it be a later update? And many of you probably already know the answer if you've been watching my videos, but the official Twitter account replied with 1.4.1 will be a later update. But the mobile team, DR Studios, is amazing and they'll make sure the wait isn't too long. This is true, they work very quickly. I have no idea what kind of experience DR has with console game development, but certainly their mobile work has been shown to be lightning fast. TDM Superlink wrote, hope them dev teams are working hard on console port. Again, something on the mind of a lot of gamers using consoles, and the official account says they absolutely are. So, they're not giving any details yet, but they're certainly reinforcing the statement that the console edition shouldn't be too far behind. Loki, for his part, stayed true to form and displayed his fascination with Terraria Golf. I think he's changing careers. He's practically a professional at Terraria Golf, it seems. Anyway, he wrote, hitting the links on the Terraria Golf map by Kaios and Darthmorph in advance of tomorrow's release of Journey's End for Terraria on mobile. And he shared this screenshot. Pretty consistent of him, right? I have to say, I'll want to try out some custom maps once mobile 1.4 arrives. If we can't have mods, at least not yet, we can at least play around with maps, right? I have no idea whether the mobile golf controls are clunky, but to judge by Loki's interest in it, they can't be that bad. Mayo wrote, wait, Rimir was in credits in playtest section. He might have came back, but we will never be able to know unless he returns. Line 4's answer to that was, our playtester credits go all the way back to 1.0 testers. In case you don't know, Rimir, I'm not exactly sure how it's pronounced. All of his videos don't use voice as far as I can tell. Anyway, that guy was a prolific YouTuber known for high-effort animated stories using the Terraria game engine. He, and I'm just assuming it was a he, stopped making videos rather abruptly about 3 years ago. The channel, Urimir's channel, had almost 500,000 subscribers, so it was definitely a big deal. And the disappearance, departure, whatever you want to call it, of Rearmere was also a big deal. Evidently, there was a debate on the official forums regarding crunch culture, specifically crunch culture at Relogic. Anyway, Loki stepped in and had this to say. Interesting debate there, and will not interfere other than to say at no point in time has Relogic engaged in or supported anything remotely close to crunch culture, not during 1.4.1, 1.4, or at any earlier point, and nor will we in the future. Are there some periods of time where things are more busy than others? Absolutely, but that is the ebb and flow of anything. Just wanted to make that very clear. That is good to hear. I think we've all come across horror stories in the news of crunch time in game development studios, and it sounds like it can be a really brutal place, especially if you've got family or significant others. But really in any situation, it sounds like it can get bad when it gets bad. I guess this is the advantage for Loki and others working for a small indie development house and not, I don't know, an unnamed giant corporation. And that's it. I probably won't have another video until Mobile 1.4 is here, guys. So if you're curious, Line4's did have a ton, and I do mean a ton of posts on the official forums where he's been going over bug reports and balance issues. So if you really want to get into the weeds on that, just search for Line4's on the official forums. But that's it really for news. Just a bit of hype before the Mobile 1.4 release, and maybe hopefully a little kindling of hope for console Terrarians who are waiting on that 1.4 patch. It sounds like it is on their minds. Anyway, next time I see you, I will see you in Mobile 1.4. Thanks for watching.